Well, hello there and welcome to Story Time with Santa. I just love to be able to read a story to you, so get yourself comfortable. Maybe get a cup of hot cocoa or something. And let me just read from you from my vintage library of books. Oh, I have books from many, many hundreds of years ago, and sometimes I receive modern books, and this happens to be one. This is the longest Christmas list ever by Gregg and Evan Spiridellis. And it also has some other helpers in here too. It says, with John Nugent and Brandon Scott and Ian Worrell. I hope you enjoy this one as much as I do. On Christmas morning not long, long ago, in a house on the hill all covered in snow, asleep in his bed was a little boy, Trevor, who dreamed it would be the best Christmas ever. His parents were snoring at 5:45 when Trevor crashed into their room with a dive. Wake up, you gotta come see all of the presents stacked under the tree. He ran out of the bedroom and bounced down the stairs. There wasn't a doubt that St. Nicholas had been there. A scooter, a game box, two trucks that collide. He tore open gifts and tossed them aside. Then it suddenly hit him. The one thing that he'd missed, a fluffy brown puppy that wasn't on the list. Trevor knew what to do, and he didn't postpone it. I'll start next year's Christmas list this very moment. He snatched up a notepad, a pen, and a seat, and started his list at the top of the sheet. At first he thought small, like lizards and trolls, but quickly his list spiraled out of control. A remote control plane with a camera inside, an invisible robot that was easy to hide. Binocular glasses with night vision mode, a rip-roaring go-kart to tear down the road. Suction cup shoes to walk on the ceiling, a nuclear jetpack that sounds so appealing. Trevor kept writing day in and day out. His pads filled up boxes, now scattered about. They spilled out his room and into the hall, then snaked down the stairway and climbed up the wall. That's a lot of writing there. By spring, Trevor's list stretched 500 feet. By summer, it made its way into Main Street. Oh my goodness, that's a pretty big list. By fall, it was 2 blocks beyond the bookstore. By winter, it reached the post office's door. Trevor stepped up to the counter inside. I must mail this list, he said with great pride. But the mailman let out a hoot and holler. To send this whole list would cost $6 trillion. Trevor then emptied his little coin box, a nickel, 2 dimes, and 3 dirty rocks. One bit of advice, if you've got a quarter, go back to your list and make it much shorter. That's what the postman told him. That Christmas Eve, Trevor lay in his bed, joyless. He knew in the morning that he'd be toyless. What was I thinking? Where was my head? I asked for too much. I'll get nothing instead. In the morning, he trudged down the stairs without glee, certain there'd be nothing under the tree. But Mom and Dad must have sent Santa a letter, 'cause a puppy appeared and pounced little Trevor. They rolled on the floor, took turns giving chase. Trevor squealed in delight and the licks on his face. His prior mistake was now perfectly clear. It takes love, not toys, to bring Christmas cheer. Well, you know, that's a very true statement. And it doesn't really take a present to make you happy at Christmas time. It's just sharing love and being kind to others. So let's see if you can do that this year and share some love at Christmas time. Thank you for joining me, and I can't wait to share another story with you soon.